Now let's...
Smitty, sure to be lots of snappy ball movement in this one. These teams have incredibly strong passing games.
Yes, they do, B.A. Some great basketball minds on both teams who can just pick you apart with their playmaking. I'm sure they won't make it easy on each other.
So here's the Clippers starting group. The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Morris and Zubac play together in the front court. And it's Wall in at the point guard position.
And coming into the league, Kawhi Leonard was viewed as a raw prospect, a solid athlete and defender, but someone that needed to work on his jumper.
Well, Smitty, there's no question Kawhi has put a lot of hours into developing his jump shot.
And you see the results now. He's become one of the game's elite scorers because of the hard work he put in, even becoming lethal from outside the arc.
Here's Wall. Out to Leonard. Takes it inside. It's blocked by Gobert.
A sensational defender. You have to know when Gobert is in the area.
Anthony Edwards, first personal foul.
And we're about a minute into the first. The kick out to Wall. It's good. Set up beautifully by George.
So physical for a one. Wall has the size and skill to do work in the paint.
Russell with the ball. He's picked up by Zubac. Zubac with the steal. Here's George. Pass to Leonard. Crafty move. And it's good on the layup.
Excellent pass, PG-13, keeping his eyes up, using his vision.
Russell, the pass to Towns. Count it.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
No excuse. You have to be aware. He should be on your radar all the time.
Now here's Wall. Out to Leonard. Ball stolen. Towns against Morris. Gobert inside. After missing his first attempt, now 1 for 2.
A much more physical player now than when he first entered the league. Gobert powering it home.
Leonard passes to Zubac. Oh, flanks that one. He's 0 for 1 to start.
He's as surprised as we are. Most nights, that bucket is automatic.
In terms of offense, the Clippers have been up and down in recent years. When they're healthy, they're dangerous. When they're not, it's a struggle.
It's good. And he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A three-point play opportunity. That one on Morris. And Smitty, with the Clippers, it shows how important depth is to an NBA offense.
Yeah, you know this. It's great to have a powerful first unit. But if your second unit can't carry its weight, it's a fragile situation.
And stolen by Edwards. Oh, there's the alley. Ooh, Morris with a steal. The three, George. The putback. Great positioning on the putback. And an important part of every team's game. A look at the hustle stats for Los Angeles.
For me, they're turning defense into offense, creating opportunities by taking the ball away. Great effort.
Yeah, we got to talk about how pestering they've been on defense, forcing turnovers and finding ways to score off them.
McDaniels passes to Edwards. And the layup is good.
And despite the size mismatch, getting a little aggressive down there in the paint.
Proving once again that when you attack with confidence, good things tend to happen.
Now here's Wall. And it's going to be a goaltending call here, so they will count the bucket.
I mean, he had the right idea, but his timing was just a little off, and it resulted in a goaltend.
1:16 left in the first quarter here. Russell against Wall. Gobert passes to Towns. No! They're unable to get the tying basket there. Morris with it. He's picked up by Edwards. And stolen by Gobert. Shot is good by Edwards.
Just great work cashing in on the fast break.
Great job of reading the floor, got to the rim, and made a play.
Now here's Leonard. 6 points for him. Morris passes to George. Here's Zubac. McDaniels with some nice D.
That's going up against a defense that knows your tendencies.
9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Pass to Towns. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist.
What a beast inside. When Towns gets in tight, he's almost a sure thing.
Wall, the pass to George. And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
First personal foul.
And even from where we're sitting, you could clearly tell it was a foul.
That's good from George.
You know, no one produces like Paul George does. He elevates your team's abilities in any situation. We've seen him put a lot of pressure on the defense and then cash in at the line.
Here's Russell. Here's Gobert. Oh, he got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. Well, a good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Clippers ahead. They're up by 1.
Please give a big round of applause.
And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even on the scoreboard so far. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Clippers guys.
Well, we've watched them force their way to the line, and it seems to be working so far.
They just look hungrier out there. They don't mind taking the pounding.
Towns plays the floor with Gobert in the middle. Filling in the wings, Edwards and McDaniels. And it's Russell in at the point. So that's the Timberwolves 5. Shot clock at 3. Well, there's the shot clock violation. So they'll turn it over. It's time to take a glance again at that superb block.
What a powerful rejection. He's not wanting them to get an advantage in this competitive game.
The Clippers in the lead. Outside Wall. Kicks it to George. Jacks up a 3. Wall with it. He's picked up.
Assisted.
Are you serious? John Wall with the statement. Oh, that's pretty.
Pass to Edwards. That falls. Nice assist by Russell. Edwards got 6.
That's like a horse shot. A very brave shot to go with, but he got it to go.
George outside. Wall, the pass to George. The kick out to Wall. The Clippers rebound. Here's Morris. Back to Zubac. And it's slammed in by Zubac.
Doesn't believe in soft finishes. The big fella's all about power.
A true utility player, Smitty. Marcus Morris brings a diverse skill set to the court.
He does. Marcus is a hard-nosed, gritty defender who can play either 4 spot or even center at times. Plus, he's a reliable scorer and a solid 3-point shooter.
Here's Gobert. Blocked. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Zubac. Here's Towns. Ooh, nice concentration to hit the double clutch layup. He has 6. The Clippers have got 2 of 3 shots to go in the second. Morris, a screen on Edwards. George passes to Morris. The kick out to Wall. Oh, and Towns with the block.
The defensive chops of Towns, able to use his length and timing to stifle shooters.
The Timberwolves trail. Leonard, left side. Pass to George. Out to Leonard. Morris outside. Back to Leonard. Tries again. George outside. Leonard passes to Zubats. And it's slammed in by Zubats.
Assisted by.
And now that's a momentum builder for sure. So important in a close game.
Look at his teammates here. They love it. Plays like that going to get them going.
They're bringing the energy, the hustle, the fight, and they also didn't give up on that possession.
The ball's knocked loose. Oh, George with a steal. And that one falls for Wall.
And after a series of major injuries, Wall still remains one of the more athletic players in this league.
The Clippers have gone 3 for 7 here in the second quarter.
2 minutes remaining in the half.
Well, Smitty, great teams have a plan B when the plan A fails.
Well, BA, a part of it is coaching, but it's also about having the talent to win more than one way. Also, it's about ad-libbing and being able to change on the fly.
Russell to pass to McDaniels. He takes it in. That falls. Nice assist by Russell. Russell's got 3 assists in the game.
And this is exactly how Russell does solid assist numbers. I mean, just great delivery on that play.
And stolen by Edwards. And now the T-Wolves on the break. He goes up. Oh, and he can't cap off the break. The Clippers have gotten 4 of 8 shots to drop in the second. George finds Morris. Here's Wall. Zubats controls the rebound and the putback.
I always love the hard work on the glass. Just great activity.
Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
Russell to pass to Towns. And Towns slams it home.
Look at Towns asserting himself inside. He knows he can muscle his way to a shot anytime.
It's tipped out of bounds as Los Angeles keeps possession.
Almost had the steal. You have to love the pressure defense.
Fantastic anticipation. He has active hands. Even though he doesn't come away with the turnover, he's disrupting their offensive flow.
Minnesota shooting 67% for the game. Just outstanding. Pass to Russell. McDaniels against Leonard. And Kawhi Leonard gets a whistle that time. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
24 seconds left in the second. And it's Russell on the drive. Now here's McDaniels. Here's Gobert. Got a piece of it. Outside McDaniels. Outside Edwards. He gets it up. Oh, it would have counted had it fallen, but it is offline. Ivica Zubats. He's feeling it tonight. Ali, as always, thank you.
24.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Boy, we've seen Ivica Zubats really having a great game.
I like how they control the tempo and play to his strengths.
And many of those quality shots have been jumpers. A very high percentage of those in the first half.
So, on the floor for the Clippers. Jackson and Powell make up the backcourt. Nicholas Batum out there with Robert Covington. And it's Kennard in at the 3, the small forward. Pass to Reed. A slam dunk by Reed.
Gotta give him credit for jumping on the ball and making the most at the other end.
Boy, inexcusable at this point of the game. They got to be more composed in these moments.
We talk about it time and time again. Turnovers are costly, especially when the game is close.
And the dunk by Jackson.
Quick off his feet, the long arms, easy jam for Jackson.
And grant a career resurgence for Reggie Jackson.
Yeah, B.A., after dealing with injuries, even at one point considering walking away from the game, he's found renewed success, and he's shown he's got plenty left in the tank.
Pass to Powell. Three-pointer. And out of bounds. Minnesota will have it. And it's time to take another look at that powerful block.
Yeah, obviously he had the shot well anticipated, able to shut it down with authority.
Here's McLaughlin, defended by Jackson. Here's Reed. A slam dunk by Reed.
A savage reverse jam. That takes great body control.
No question. He was making a statement right there, man. Batum outside. Pass to Powell. Kennard on the wing. Shot is up. The rebound by the Timberwolves.
Woo, that's just a case of bad defense and even worse offense.
You can really see their confidence growing as this game has gone on. They have reason to believe now.
Yeah, the reason is they tied it up, but it took a lot of focus and a lot of energy. We'll see if they can sustain this effort.
Powell. And Powell with the stuff.
Beautiful dime from Covington. He doesn't hesitate to share the ball.
Here's McLaughlin, looking for his first basket, still in this one. Pass to Prince. Back to Noel. Just 4 to shoot. It's tipped.
A sneaky presence at the defensive end. Nicholas Batum was all over that shot.
Kennard can't get it to go.
And yeah, that old adage about being too wide open, not a thing. He just missed it.
Pass to Noel. To the wing, right side. Anderson passes to Reed. Basket counts. Reed's got 6 points in the quarter.
When you use it right, the pump fake's as effective a move as there is.
Jackson outside. Lets it go from deep. And Kennard with the 3. Kennard's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Here's McLaughlin, defended by Jackson. Pass to Reed. Shoots from 12. Tipped. Stolen by Kennard. In transition, here they come. And count that. 2 points and a chance for one more at the line.
You're going to have to do more than that to stop Norman Powell. You see the strength and body control.
And it's a completely new group for the Timberwolves. Just over 3.5 minutes through the third. Outside Russell. Stolen by Kennard. In transition, here come the Clippers.
And not often we get treated to a solo alley-oop.
It takes precision timing for sure. Powell against Edwards. And there's a whistle. That goes on Robert Covington. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
There's 57 seconds left to play in the third. Down. That's good.
Love the decision by Gobert. Finding the open teammate, playing smart basketball.
Here's Powell. He's got 5. From deep. Karl Anthony Towns comes up with a rebound.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's the shot he typically makes.
Edwards for 3. Covington grabs the board. Los Angeles has gone only 1 of 3 from deep here in the third. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Powell finds Covington. Back to Batum. Pass to Covington. Kennard left side. 6 to shoot. Off target with the 3. Towns against Powell. Stolen by Kennard. Poked loose. Stolen by Russell. Here's McDaniels. And it's in! Oh! Nails the buzzer beater! Are you kidding?
And credit him for understanding the situation and coming through.
That is situational basketball. It takes a good understanding and good execution.
And that'll do it for the third quarter. The Clippers on top, leading by 4. And we're coming right back. And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
You know, I'm kind of stoked this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
Yeah, you also have the location of the pass. puts it right where it needs to be, where his man can do something with it.
We've reached the fourth quarter in what has been a very competitive game. Should be an exciting finish. Filling in the wings, Edwards and McDaniels. Towns and Gobert, the towering big men at the 4 and the 5. And it's Russell in at the 1. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. Russell, the pass to McDaniels. Gobert with a screen on Leonard. Pass to Gobert. It's stolen by Leonard.
And the over and back call is just a loss of focus.
When you're thinking about the next play, rather than being in the moment, these kinds of mistakes happen.
Russell with the ball. He's picked up by Zubac. And the lob disrupted. Not to be. Wall, the pass to George. And the jam by George.
Letting it all hang out. When George takes flight, just enjoy the show.
Wall against Russell. Pass to McDaniels. Back to Russell. Here's Gobert. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
The long reach of Rudy Gobert really comes in handy when he's patrolling the offensive glass.
Outside Wall. It's George with the drive. Doesn't go that time. Now Minnesota takes it the other way. Towns passes to McDaniels. Shakes him. Now here's Gobert. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Gobert.
Misread each other on the pass. Tried to recover, but too late.
For Los Angeles, they've gone 1 of 4 since the fourth quarter began. George outside. Pass to Zubac. It's good. Set up beautifully by George. George has got his 4th assist in this one. Russell with the ball. High post Towns. He's working on Morris. Towns can't get it to go.
Missing that one helps out all the analytical guys from the mid-range.
Oh, it's stolen by Towns. Stolen by Wall. And there's the lob. George, no good.
And gearing up for the alley-oop, just couldn't finish the play.
No, this is something you practice over and over again. I'm surprised they couldn't execute.
Here's Towns. That's basket number 6 in 8 tries.
And in the big moments, Towns ups the ante, which allows him to knock down the important shots.
George passes to Wall. Now Zubac. And it's slammed in by Zubac.
Attacking the defense with the pass. Don't need to be a hero.
2 minutes.
Wall against Russell. Pass to Edwards. 1:46 left in the fourth quarter. Here's the floater. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
Gobert looking comfortable stepping into the spotlight right now.
Wall, the pass to George. Oh, deflected. Here's Zubac. It's blocked by Gobert. Pass to Towns. Now here's Russell. Wall covering from in deep. And that one hits the back iron. For Los Angeles, they've gotten 3 of 8 shot attempts to find the net here in the fourth quarter. Here's George. There's the drive.
No moment is ever too big for Paul George. He remains confident in the clutch.
And 1:01 left to play in the fourth quarter. And out of bounds, Los Angeles will have it.
This is what we talk about, value in each possession, avoiding those kinds of mistakes.
The Clippers have gotten 4 of 9 shots to go in during this fourth quarter. Wall, the pass to Zubac. The shot won't fall. Ooh, great D that time from Gobert. And here are the Timberwolves. They've given up just 8 points in the fourth. Outside Russell. Back to Towns. Ooh, Morris with a steal. George with it. He's picked up by Edwards. Trying to go for a lob there. Excellent defense and anticipation to stop it. The three. It's rebounded by Morris. When you're casual with the ball, it can come back to bite you.
Yeah, B.A. Playing loose can help you and hurt you. They really need to tighten it up.
And the lob disrupted. Not to be. And stolen by Edwards. They played the fill-in tonight. And Allie, thank you as always. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now.
The starting lineup.
And with these teams, Brent, we have a couple of the deepest rosters in the NBA, and not many coaches can go as far down the bench as these two.
Well, a major advantage if you have multiple guys that you have tremendous confidence in to go out there and be switchable, be able to pass, move, and initiate the offense. That's a luxury for a lot of coaches to be able to adapt that way.
Look at the opening lineup for the Memphis Grizzlies.
3-point.
In at the guard spots, Morant and Bain. At the forward spots, it's Brooks and Jackson Jr. And it's Adams in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. So the Memphis Grizzlies able to put the first points up on the board. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Ja Morant. That's his first foul. From deep, George. And out of bounds as the Grizzlies gain possession. Morant against Wall. It's Morant with the drive. And finished off by Morant.
Watching Morant drive is like watching lightning move across the sky. If you blink, you might miss it.
Now here is George. Morris, left side. Stolen by Jackson. A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. Bain passes to Adams. Wall with a block.
An explosive athlete with length. Wall is a threat when he contests shots. Scraping and clawing, doing everything he can to grow that lead.
Emphatic on the putback stuff.
Now, team's having a tough time containing him, attacking all the way there.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, a bit ago, Taylor Jenkins and I were able to chat. One point he made to his players was, they're going to try to attack us where we live, right at home, in the paint, at the rim. We have to be ready to contest shots, play physical, and match their intensity. Guys, we will all find out together how this plays out.
Thank you, David.
Finally, after all those clanks, someone comes through for him.
Yeah, the point is to score, so getting that first one, that always helps.
Now here's Morant. Pass to Brooks. 5 on the clock. Back to Morant. There's the drive. And then jammed down as he goes right over Ivica Zubac.
Yeah, that's fire right there. Morant practicing for the dunk contest. I see you, young fella.
Outside, Wall. And Wall with the slam.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket guy still shaking. Morant kicks to Jackson. On the wing, Bain. Here's Morant. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
In terms of entertainment factors, can any current player top Ja Morant? I mean, we've seen Ja with some vicious in-game throwdown.
Hey, Greg, talking about the great Ja Morant, this guy is just flat out fun to watch.
Well, Ja's been known to go off for 50 on any given night, but he also looks for others, dropping some nasty dimes. Morant has an insane combination of athleticism and skill. This guy can do anything.
Here's Morant. The Clippers getting the bucket. Outside for Jackson. Drains it from beyond the arc. Jackson's got 6.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Well, if there were 4 or 5 boxes to check in terms of the game plan tonight, they might have checked 6. I mean, they're doing everything.
And I like the back and forth here, showing confidence from range.
It seems like they're going to find out who can make the deepest threes. Right now, it's a shootout.
Now here's Morant. He's got 8. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Boy, Morant's brought a lot of excitement. He almost always makes the nice highlight reel. He is what I call an elite showman.
Both free throws good from Morant.
And that's another area where he is just a superb player. Excellent at the free throw line.
Morant with the steal. And here we go, the Grizzlies on a fast break.
When you find yourself up double digits in the first quarter, you know you're doing something right.
Well, dominant so far. That's the responsibility of the starters. Now let's see if everybody else who plays in this game makes the same kind of high-level contributions.
Here's Wall after the made shot from Desmond Bane. It's stolen by Adams, stolen by George. Zubac the pass to Wall. Morant with the steal. On the wing, Bane. Brooks against Wall. And a wide open look for Bane. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Brooks. Bane's got his second bucket of the game to go. Now, here's George. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet.
Again, when you go from second to fourth gear, Paul George puts a lot of pressure on the defense that way.
Los Angeles shooting their first free throw. First trip to the line in this one.
Yeah, and 79% from the line as a team a season ago. Pretty reliable in that regard.
We've got 13 seconds left to play in the first. Morant outside. The three ball. The shot comes out. And as we conclude the first quarter, a one-sided game so far. Your Grizzlies out in front, up by 11.
The Grizzlies, fans, please give a big round of applause for your Clippers Youth Dance Team.
And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Grizzlies.
And just a great job so far applying pressure defensively. The opposition is on their heels with the ball in their hand. Nightmares clamps thus far.
And they've sort of assumed control of this game with their pressure defensively. They've been into the ball handler. They've done a great job of swarming. So they're creating some turnovers. Oh, man. Fans love that. Listen to that. I love that sound in the arena.
And that's impressive. Morant's ball control and take charge attitude is what makes him so special.
Morris finds George. Back to Morris. And they recover it. Wall wide open. The shot's good on the assist by George. Wall's got 5 now.
And this is where PG, at his height, because of his size, he's got that advantage to see over the defense and locate the open man.
And then Morant slams it in.
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on John Wall. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Morant with it. 14 points for him. Driving in and finished off by Morant.
You got to close off those avenues to Morant. Once he gets in one, he is focused on dropping the hammer.
And George kicks the Wall. And the slam dunk by Wall.
Gives the team such a great element having a one guard who can get to the 10.
Certainly something every team wants to have.
I'd like to see that assertiveness, especially from the guy who's going to orchestrate your offense.
And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. And here's Morant. He's got 16. And there's the drive. And Morant throws it down.
In just so many different ways, Morant can hurt you. Tonight, it's been with the scoring.
Takes it out to Leonard. Inside, Zubac. And the dunk by Zubac.
That is ferocious.
You said it. That was ferocious. Amazing the way Kawhi Leonard has evolved throughout his career.
Well, in the early part of his career playing in San Antonio, defense was his calling card. You could even argue that his offense has gotten better than his defense, which is simply remarkable. One of the top all-around players in the NBA.
And Morant throws it down.
And how about that display of athleticism by Morant, flying up in the air for the jam.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on John Morant. That'll be his second foul of the game.
First team foul.
And for those of you just joining us in the second quarter with about 3 minutes gone by, here's Zubac. That shot missing. And the Grizzlies going the other way now.
In the first half, 2 minutes.
Out to Brooks. Outside Jackson. Off target from outside. And so George will bring it up for Los Angeles. A 12-point game. Morant surveying the D. Pass to Bain. On the clock. And Adams with the slam.
Well, this is what Steven Adams does. He finds his way into the paint for high percentage shots just like that.
And George kicks to Wall. To the paint. Brooks against Leonard. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam. Now Morant. He's got 20. 52 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Jackson with it. Leonard picks him up. Jackson dishes to Morant. Back to Jackson. Shoots over Leonard. Jackson misses.
Well, they shouldn't be giving that shot to anyone, but they certainly shouldn't be giving it to him. That's a big break for the defense. Well, that's two teammates who need to reintroduce themselves to one another, not on the same page.
And the Clippers with a whole new lineup now. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Jones, the pass to Concho. On the wing, Green. And the pass to Concho. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation.
That's defense. LA basketball.
Here's Jackson. Passes it to Kennard. Good if it goes. John Morant has been leading the charge.
The Grizzlies, 34.
Fans, put your hands together and get loud for the Jabberwockies.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. Guys, John Morant has been sensational.
And, you know, I don't think he'll top the assist charts this year, but early on he's done a great job of keeping the ball hopping around.
You can get into a passing rhythm, and so far all of his have been on point.
So with Leonard on the bench, here's who Tyronn Lue's going with. Jackson is the point with Kennard on the wing. Norman Powell is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Batum in at the 5 down low. In decades past, teams that led the league in threes, if they shot that same rate now, would rank dead last in the NBA. So with that thought, which teams of yesteryear probably should have shot more threes?
And that's a good one. Kevin, I think you got to look back to the Run TMC Warriors, right? How about the Larry Bird Celtics? And they could knock down the triple.
Here's Kennard. Dishes to Batum. It's deflected. Covington with the steal. Great communication on the alley-oop.
Good recognition from Reggie, open teammate.
And the Grizzlies leading by 11. Pass to Conchar. Driving inside. Count that one. Conchar's got his first points in this one.
And he placed that pass out in front of him and let him just run into it in rhythm.
At the elbow, it's Jackson. He feeds it to Powell. It's stolen by Green. Williams with the ball. Now Covington defending. Williams passes to Conchar. Back to Williams. Unloads from 13. And it's rebounded by Covington. Clippers trail by 13. Batum for 3. Jackson, that's a two-pointer. And the Clippers getting another bucket right there. And here are the Grizzlies now. They're led by as many as 14 points. Jones, the pass to Conchar. Kicks it to Williams. Here's Conchar, defended by Covington. Lock at 6. Conchar can't get it to go.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
And he'll eat up ground in a hurry. Covington running the lane and getting out on the break.
Jones, the pass to Conchar. The feed to Clark. And it's Clark slamming it down.
Quick off the floor and powerful. Clark loves to attack that rim.
Now, here's Kennard. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Here's Jackson. Pass to Pop. And he drives in. Can't hit that one. And Memphis the other way now. Well, we know Kennard can shoot, but Brent, he has moved up a level.
Well, Luke Kennard ended the season with the highest three-point percentage in the league, right around 45%. But there is more to his game. If you overplay him, he can drive it. He's a better playmaker than you might imagine. Makes him a really tough matchup.
Jones, the pass to Conchar. The putback, controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And the Grizzlies lead by 13.
And all of his athleticism on display there. Clark's work ethic makes him lethal on that offensive backboard.
And stolen by Williams. And now the Grizzlies, fast break. Clark kicks to Williams. 1:16 left to play in the third. Here's Conchar. Tries again. And he sinks the layup.
There he is, beasting on the glass, converting the opportunity, trying to put this game away.
I just don't see how you climb back into the game when you're allowing plays like that to happen. Extra work on the offensive glass.
Jones, the pass to Conchar. From deep three-point range, Powell pulls it in.
He's not the guy that you want to give a wide-open look from three-point range. They're lucky that that one doesn't cost them.
The pass to Kennard. And again, the turnover by the Clippers.
Yeah, that's a tough one. An experienced player in the pro game shouldn't be making that pass.
And so it's Jones. He'll bring it up for Memphis. Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second half. There's 21 seconds left in the third. Conchar, good.
Three-pointer.
Clippers trail by 18. Batum finds Covington from deep. And the Clippers miss again. Clark against Kennard. No good from Clark. Got it up. Unable to get that one. And so it's the Memphis Grizzlies with an 18-point lead as the... And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, a great job with the eyes. And what separates great playmakers, as we know, is peripheral vision.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. So the Grizzlies 5 right now. At the forward spots, it's Brooks and Jackson Jr. In at the guard spots, Morant and Bain. And it's Adams in at the center, filling out the middle. Leonard against Morant. Jackson kicks to Morant. Outside, Bain. 6 to shoot. Back to Morant. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. Bain, no good. Clippers trail by 16. Morant with the steal. He dishes it to Adams. Back to Morant. On the wing, Brooks. There's the dish to Adams. There's Jackson with the three. And again, Memphis no good. Clippers shooting has been great, up over 50%. In fact, 52%. Oh, and the jam by Leonard.
Yeah, you don't see many of these opportunities for this team, but Kawhi, one guy who can get up there and get it done.
We're just over a minute and a half now into the fourth. Here's Morant. Rebound by the Clippers. Zubac has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Some nice passing here by Los Angeles. Here's George. That shot no good. Adams, some nice D. Memphis leading by 14. Brooks, the pass to Bain. He kicks to Jackson. Back to Bain. Jackson finds Bain. Adams outside. Back to Bain. Leonard with the steal. To the inside. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. And here we go. Morant heading to the hoop.
I love the energy and effort Morant provides, especially when he's on the break.
Leonard sets a screen for Wall. Outside Leonard. Here he goes. Offensive rebound. And Wall kicks to Zubac. Ball's knocked loose.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
And the call on the shot sends him to the line.
And between his footwork and height, Jackson is a tough matchup for defenders. Here he takes full advantage and draws the foul.
Second free throw, no good.
And that's a rare missed opportunity from him. He'd been good as gold up until that point.
What a great option he gives them on every possession.
And the Grizzlies leading by 13. Morant outside. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Leonard on the wing. Brooks covering. Morris outside. Inside. He swipes the ball away again. And that's his 6th steal of the night.
Imposing his will at the defensive end.
Jackson and Zubac picks up the foul. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
That's his 3rd personal foul. 2nd team foul.
And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the 4th. Adams with the screen on Leonard. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
High effort play by Morant. He refuses to let the foul stop him from getting the shot up.
And so he makes both from the line. 1:15 left to play here in the 4th.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for the Grizzlies.
This was a physical game.
Yeah, I mean, they were aware of the rotations defensively and were able to attack the rim.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Ja Morant.
Just knows how to fill it up, and that's exactly what he did tonight. Nobody that they assigned to him could really get a handle on him. If you could stay active on defense, good things usually happen. Right there, quick hands helped alter what would have been a sure 2 there.
Morant outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Brooks with no one around. And he's good on the 3 ball. And the Grizzlies lead by 18.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
Yeah, when you step into an opposing team's arena and you can play with this type of composure, boy, that food tastes good on the way out of town.
Morant with it. passes to Jackson. Over Leonard, and the rejection by Leonard.
And that's what you expect from one of the greatest defenders, maybe this league.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Thank you for joining us.
offensive end. Grant, how much of that is the system?
Well, these teams have great systems, but ultimately it's about the players. The coaching takes you a long way, but it's a players' league. You need skilled guys who can execute your system, especially when you're in the playoffs.
Looking at the starting five for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Towns and Gobert, the towering big men at the 4 and the 5. Filling in the wings, Edwards and McDaniels. And it's Russell in at the point. Now here's Morant. Kicks it out to Jackson. Fires the 3. Can't get it to go. Missed his first one. Russell to pass to Towns. Driving in. And it's powered home by Towns.
I think they want Towns to be a little more active like this, using his size and strength to score on the move.
Outside Morant. Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
And he gives up some size inside, but makes a great adjustment on the finish.
You know, with that size difference, that's not an easy shot. I mean, I don't care how close to the rim he is, that's a tough shot.
Towns can't get it to go.
Couldn't quite line that one up. Just got to shake it off and move on to the next one.
A unique talent. Ja Morant has taken the NBA by storm. Grant, does Ja remind you of anyone?
Well, many people, including Paul George, have compared Ja to a young D. Rose. Yet each explosive athletes at the one position. Both Ja and Rose leading their teams at a young age as well.
Now here's Morant. It's stolen. Just over a minute and a half in. Edwards can't hit.
A rare miss for him at point-blank range. That's one he'd like to have back.
Here's Morant. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
Yeah, and we hear this a lot about the Grizzlies, but it bears repeating. There's probably no team in the NBA that has more reason for optimism than Memphis.
You know, I think about all the optimism surrounding the Grizzlies. The rest of the NBA has been put on notice.
Yeah, BA, and they should be. This team should be a contender for years to come. If the front office makes the right moves, which they have in the last few years, they could be hanging up some banners very soon.
Now here's Edwards. Shot clock at 5. The Timberwolves need to get off a shot here. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Brooks against McDaniels. Stolen by Russell. And so he draws the foul. Headed to the line to shoot a pair. It's going to be on Dylan Brooks.
Good show of power that time by Towns, putting his shot up despite the foul.
2 shots.
Second free throw, no good.
You don't see him have too many of those trips to the line.
Here's Morant. And then Morant with the jam!
And this kind of six slam is just one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game right now, BA.
You know, there's an edge the way they play and a confidence they're not afraid to show.
Boy, and I used to love going up and jamming it down like that guy.
I'll tell you what, it's good to be his age.
Yeah, I don't have memories like that at my age, though.
Yeah, it does make me look back a little bit, but I could never throw it down like that. It sure does look good.
Knocks it down from distance.
And Morant is a natural leader, someone who wants to get his guys involved when they're open.
Russell to pass to Towns. To the paint. Oh, it's stolen by Adams. Towns against Jackson. First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Morant with the slam!
It's an amazing play down in the big boy area, powering that thing down on a much taller defender.
Pass to Towns. For 3. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Towns.
Yeah, just couldn't make the connection, but you appreciate their attempt at moving the ball.
Morant with it. Give him 8. And then Morant with the dunk.
Really taking charge of the game, largely with the detailed interior attack.
And, you know, that involves pounding it inside, getting as many points as you can right at the rim. That demoralizes a team.
Russell to pass to Towns. Here's Edwards. Outside for Russell. Clock at 6. Pass to Towns. To halt the run. Here's Gobert with 1 on the clock.
And the stifle tower makes his presence felt on the offensive end. He's really developed an array of moves on the interior.
That free throw misses.
Well, a big trade over the summer, bringing Rudy Gobert to the Wolves. And it's a bit of a fresh start for Gobert, a main star of this team that is loaded with talent, but needed that defensive anchor.
Morant with it, and it's Gobert picking him up. Jackson outside. Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials and coach doesn't like the call at all. He's opting to use his challenge. He wants the officials to look at the replay.
And even with the coach's challenge in place, we've seen so many of these personal foul calls still disputed.
The previous play is under review.
No doubt there's going to be a gray area in a lot of these calls. But at least we have the option to take a second look, so the officials can be sure they get it right.
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
And they've made their decision. The call will stand.
And as much as it hurts to lose a challenge, I think Coach would challenge that call again if he could. He really disagreed with the foul, and he's still peeved.
Let's hear it one more time from the Grizzlies youth dance team. Come on.
And he drops the first. No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2. The Timberwolves have gone 2 for 5 here in the first. McDaniels finds Edwards. Here's Gobert over Adams. Parked it down low that time. Got hit with the 3-second call. And Minnesota calls time here.
Yeah, Coach no doubt wants to use this timeout to review the matchups and maybe make some adjustments as well.
And I agree. I think there's going to be a new wrinkle in their game plan when they come out of this timeout.
11 seconds left in the first quarter. Outside Morant. From deep. Oh, no good on the last second attempt there. The first quarter concludes, and a double-digit lead on the scoreboard. Grizzlies.
Please give a big round of applause for your Grizzlies youth dance team.
And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. What stands out to you from the Grizzlies in this one?
It's simple. Offensively, they limited their turnovers. Defensively, they forced turnovers.
Yeah, I like the way they forced a ton of turnovers and then took advantage of those turnovers with opportunistic baskets.
So for Minnesota right now, filling in the wings, Edwards and McDaniels. Towns plays the 4 with Gobert in the middle. And it's Russell in at the 1. Well, as you know, Grant, this game can be so hard on your body. As a player, how do you determine the difference between being hurt versus being injured?
It's a great question, B.A. Look, sometimes as players, you need someone to protect them from themselves. Today's game, the teams today are so smart about protecting players and preventing things from getting worse. But it really comes down to the players, the doctors, the team overall, just being smart and having a big picture about the injuries.
Gobert with a screen on Jackson. 6 on the shot clock. And Gobert with the stuff.
And maybe one of the best at the alley-oop. Gobert is great at reading the D and getting eye contact with the passer and finish. And then Morant with the jam. Wow, that's type of finish is just deflating right now for a team that's trying to make a comeback. Ouch.
That's certainly a big-time finish right there. It was one big exclamation point, or maybe even a question mark.
And guys, I know there are a lot of questions right now defensively for this team. There's no doubt about that.
Outside for Brooks. Stolen by Russell. Fast break, Minnesota. Tipped. Edwards finds Russell. And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. From deep three-point range, the Grizzlies pull it in. And now the Grizzlies on the run. Bain, the pass to Moran. Drives to the hoop. Moran with the slam!
The quick feed of Moran. He's so dangerous when he's cutting to the rim.
Russell against Moran. Russell, the pass to Edwards. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot two. Let's get a quick check of the scoring breakdown here for the Grizzlies.
I really like how they're knifing inside with confidence, exploiting any openings they see in the defense, taking advantage.
Yeah, on top of that, they've been resourceful defensively, generating scoring opportunities by forcing turnovers.
Brooks against McDaniels. From deep, Morant. And again, it's Memphis with a three.
Look at the mechanics on Morant's shot. He can totally trust himself to hit the quick jumper.
18 feet out. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
I wouldn't say that's exactly his spot now. I mean, and you can see why.
From the arc. Not going to go that time. Now Minnesota takes it the other way. And he's going for the lob. And then Russell with the dunk.
And, you know, despite the turmoil Russell has faced early in his career, there you see why he remains one of the league's top young prospects.
Edwards against Moran. Brooks, the pass to Moran. There's the three. And it's Gobert with a rebound. Gobert's got 4 rebounds now. Pass to Towns. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse. Russell's gotten his second bucket of the game.
Well, I think the more Russell looks to score from there, guys, the more dangerous he becomes.
Here's Moran. Adams with the ball. And stolen by Gobert. Edwards with it. He's picked up by Bain. And he lobs it up. Towns can't get it to go.
Looking for the spectacular and coming up empty.
And, you know, guys, always a tough catch on the lob. Placement and timing have to be close to perfect.
Plays with so much confidence. When Morant gets in the zone, he stays aggressive.
Russell, the pass to McDaniels. And out of bounds. The Grizzlies will take it.
Not sure what he was thinking about with that pass. Just sailed it right out of bounds.
A line change here for Memphis. Memphis has gotten 3 of their 7 threes to find the net in this matchup. There's 25 seconds left in the second quarter. Outside Jones. He drops it from range. Jones has got himself on the board with a 3 there. The Timberwolves have gotten 5 of 8 attempts to drop since the second began. McDaniels from long range. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Gobert.
Substitution for the Grizzlies.
There's 6 seconds left in the second period. From deep. And that's not going to go. Ja Morant.
Your Grizzlies, 32. The Timberwolves, 12. Thanks. Get ready for the Jabberwocky.
Just about ready for the second half here. A big comeback is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Oh, a fantastic game from Ja Morant in this one.
You just love his patience offensively in the first half. Waited until he got the looks he wanted.
Well, you know what, guys? It was all about efficient offense, not rushing things, taking your time, finding the best shot on every possession.
We've got Brandon Clark. Tyus Jones is out there with John Conchar. Then there's Danny Green, and it's Williams in at the 4. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. And he lobs it up to the rim. And Gobert with the bucket on the assist from Edwards. Gobert's got 5.
Capable of finding his open guys. Edwards getting better at improving his overall floor awareness. Nice to see.
To the middle. Back to Jones. Takes the 3. Towns with a rebound. The Timberwolves really having a tough go here.
And not often we get treated to a solo alley-oop.
Takes precision timing for sure.
Tell you what, the coach's heart was in his throat and he was in shock and awe. But now he's got a big smile on his face.
Williams' shot is good.
And, you know, even though he's not a lights-out shooter from deep, the defense still has to be more aggressive there.
Inside, it's tipped. And so it looks like the Timberwolves will retain possession here.
Great read to get a hand in there and disrupt the play.
And, you know, even though they didn't come up with the steal, that's still a nice defensive play.
Outside Edwards. Uses the glass to finish the layup. He's got 5.
Defense gets burned by Edwards' ball handling ability. I mean, this guy's athletic and can really move.
On the wing, Conchar. Down low. Here's Williams. 2 minutes gone in this third quarter now. Oh, he missed the layup. He had it with the pump fake. Towns with the ball. He's picked up by Jones and stolen by Clark. Williams passes to Clark. Here's Conchar, guarded by Russell. Jones against Towns. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. It's Edwards with a drive. Deflects the pass. And stolen by Green. And he's going for the oop here. Oh, Clark with the slam.
And in traffic, he uses the reverse to keep the shot blocker at bay.
What an incredible move. Not everyone has that kind of skill.
No, that was outstanding, guys.
Pass to Williams. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Towns. Clark in the post. Guarded by Edwards. Here's Conchar. Williams on the wing. Just 5 to shoot. Back to Conchar. Fires the 3. And again, it's the Grizzlies from deep.
Sensational ball movement there. When you pass the ball like that, good things happen.
Back to Russell. Towns against Williams. Outside Russell. And he lobs it up top. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
Boy, the former second overall pick has really worked on his passing. That was an outstanding find by Russell.
Jones, the pass to Clark. Jones up top. There's the triple. Edwards pulls it in. For Minnesota, they've gone 4 of 4 in this third quarter. Perfect so far. Russell, the pass to Gobert. Oh, and a nice defensive play to disrupt the lob. Williams from long range. It's rebounded by Rudy Gobert. Minnesota shooting a nice 50% for the game. And stolen by Clark. To the inside. Oh, Clark with the slam.
Everyone loves the alley-oop play, B.A.
Yep, one of the prettiest in basketball.
Unless you're the team getting punched on. That would be the difference.
Here's Green. Now quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. The kick out to Williams. Pass to Conchar. Shot clock at 6. Memphis needs to get off a shot. And here's Clark for three. It's rebounded by Rudy Gobert. Gobert's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Throws it up high and stolen by Clark. To the paint. And Williams punches it home.
You know, passes like that go a long way. Terrific teamwork.
And here's Russell. And stolen by Clark. And so it's Memphis. A huge 24-point lead for the...
Please give a big round of applause for your Grizzlies Youth Dance.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. And the Timberwolves with possession here. On the court for the Timberwolves. Towns plays the 4 with Gobert in the middle. The backcourt, it's Russell and Edwards. And it's McDaniels in at the 3 slot. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt. Outside Jones. Pass to Williams. Here's Conchar. Guarded by Edwards. And a miss there on the triple. Minnesota with the ball. Down low. McDaniels can't hit. Jones against Russell. Here's Conchar. Pure from 3-point range.
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from 3-point range.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
The shot no good. Memphis has gone 1 of 2 from deep in this quarter. Outside Jones takes a 3. And again, it's Memphis with a 3.
Woo! That man is laser focused. Now, that's bad defense for a team that has a long way to go to catch up.
They look pretty demoralized to me, and that always shows through at the defensive end first.
From about 16. And that one comes up a bit short.
No excuses, none. I mean, with the defense non-existent, I mean, he has to connect from there.
And up the court come the Grizzlies on the break. Clark, the pass to Williams. Puts it up. Rudy Gobert with a rebound.
And that's a low percentage shot, and I'm sure he knows it.
Well, you can't be forcing a shot like that. You got to keep the ball moving. Get something better.
And a second look at that rejection, taking no prisoners on defense there.
You know, you can't ask for any better defense than that. He responded so fast to the shooter, and it stifled him.
To the middle. And stolen by Clark.
Active hands prevented an easy bucket that time.
And he lobs it up top. Oh, it's stolen by Towns. Inside. Trying to go for a lob there. Excellent defense and anticipation to stop it. Down low. And it's out of bounds. The Grizzlies able to retain possession here. And stolen by Gobert. Edwards with it. Guarded now by Williams. And it's powered home by Towns.
And a good call. Towns, one of the best in the league with the catch and flush.
Russell against Jones. Outside, Williams. Over Towns. No good. A bit long that time. For Minnesota, they've gotten just 1 shot to fall out of 3 attempts in the 4th. And stolen by Jones. Williams into the lane. Outside Jones. Outside Williams. 4-3. They get it again. On the wing, Conchar. Oh, got a piece of it. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Gobert. We're in the final quarter play here. 3 minutes in. Here's Conchar. And again, Memphis no good. And their biggest problem so far, taking care of the ball.
Yeah, they've made some great plays, but way too many turnovers.
You know, it's quite remarkable when you look at his development. A perimeter player now in high school. Towns embraced more of an inside role his 1 year in college, and now showing you the full range of his game.
Williams with it. Russell covering. Goes up at the stripe. Again, the miss by Williams. And so it's Minnesota with it. So far in the fourth, they've allowed just 6 points and stolen by Clark.
It's safe to say they have dominated this game. The game wasn't even as close as the score says in a great win for the Grizzlies.
Pretty clear who the better team was today. They dominated in just about every phase of this game, Grant.
B.A., it's almost hard to think what didn't go well for them. Their plan, their execution, everything was absolutely on point.
And one player just stole the show tonight, doing everything for his team. A monster night for Ja Morant.
Well, the defense just couldn't figure him out, and he continued to put it to him.
6 on the shot clock. Here's Williams. Another miss. Boy, they're in a funk right now. Oh, there's the alley. And it's out of bounds to Minnesota. Here's Russell. Pass to Gobert. Stolen by Jones. Outside, Green. McDaniels with it. Green picks him up. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And it's Towns with the power finish.
It's nice they found their rhythm here, but the clock is just not their friend.
Now they're playing with urgency, huh? They could have done it much earlier before the game was out of reach.
The kick out to Williams. There's the drive. And so Memphis takes this one by a big margin. Boy, they were something special to watch.
Gobert.
Tip-off goes to Minnesota. And checking out Minnesota's opening lineup. Underneath in the post, Towns and Gobert. Backcourt guards are Russell and Edwards. And it's McDaniels at the small forward. To the paint. Morris passes to George. The kick out to Wall. Gobert with the block.
This guy is an absolute menace and force on the defensive end. Rudy Gobert says no, sir.
Over in the corner, Edwards. Back to Gobert. Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
An efficient start here offensively, working it inside for the easy two.
Doris, one thing that stood out about the Timberwolves last season was their fast-paced play.
No doubt, Kevin, and you can trace that directly to the head coaching position in Chris Finch. This is a group that loved to push the basketball up the floor, wanted to catch defenses before they had a chance to dig in the half court. And remember, that is the classic mark of a youthful team, particularly one with the athleticism that Anthony Edwards brings.
Towns, the pass to McDaniels. Right side, Wall. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Minnesota shooting their first free throw of the game. Free throw good, Russell.
And to me, the ceiling that D'Angelo Russell has is really high. This guy is dynamic. He's confident. He can score it. And he's just going to continue to want to prove himself.
Now, here is Russell. Now the dish to Gobert. Stolen by Zubac. And here we go with Morris. Running it up the court. George, that's a two-pointer. And yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim. George has got 5 now.
Well, Paul George has got a tight handle, right? The zig, the zag, and his way through the porous defense.
Wall against Russell. Towns for 3. Edwards kicks to Gobert. Just 4 to shoot. The 19-foot shot. Edwards can't hit for Los Angeles. They've gone 2 or 3 here to start out the game. George dishes to Leonard. Lets it go with the 3. That shot off the mark. And it's the Timberwolves taking it the other way. George against Edwards. Rebound by the Clippers. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Tyronn Lue and I had a few minutes to share. He was worried about their interior defense. He doesn't want them getting gutted in the paint. He told his players, look, they're going to score, but we've got to make it difficult on them to give ourselves a chance to win. Guys, let's see if they can follow that advice.
Thanks, David. Here is Edwards. Paul George making his last shot. Edwards can't hit.
That's some outstanding on-court awareness there. Just a terrific change of shot.
And how about the impact Anthony Edwards has had?
This guy's a real game changer on the floor. Scores it at a high clip. Can play big inside and play big outside. Does everything on the floor with a passion, with a joy, and with a flair.
Leonard looking around. Outside, George. Morris outside. The kick out to Wall. Over Russell. Gobert pulls it in. And so it's Towns with it. He brings it up for Minnesota. 4-point game. A shot by McDaniels, no good. Clippers have gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. Wall outside for George. Takes the 3. And again, no good by the Clippers. The Timberwolves have gotten only 1 of 6 shots to drop for them to start this game. To the middle, Leonard with the steal. Wall finds Morris. Outside Leonard. Going inside, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. It's on Anthony Edwards.
One of the key aspects for Kawhi Leonard's scoring per game is his ability to get to the free throw line. This guy lives there.
You know, Doris, there's some pretty cool stories, aren't there, about Kawhi Leonard and what he has done in the community.
There really are, Kevin. I think about it. When he wins the Defensive Player of the Year award, that comes with a car. And instead of using it for his own personal use, he donated that to a children's welfare charity. This is the same guy who gave 1 million backpacks to kids in need in Los Angeles. Just a few of the things he does for his community.
The shot's good.
As good a scorer as he is, we know that Paul George is not a ball stopper. Excellent decision right there.
Russell against Wall. Russell passes to Towns. With 4 seconds on the clock and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. And this is his second trip to the line in the game. Free throw good, Russell.
Shooting for Minnesota.
That's also good, so he hits both free throws. And here's Leonard. Gets it off, and he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And that does it for the first quarter. Clippers lead by 4. And the second quarter about to get started. We'll be back in just a moment.
Fans, your Clippers,
and for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for Los Angeles.
I mean, they've come out aggressive defensively, getting into them and coming up with some cookies along the way.
They've also done a really good job taking advantage of miscues. Their defense has been stifling in this one.
The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubac. And it's Wall in at the point. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. Towns for 3.
Boy, how about the hustle from Marcus Morris getting into the space of the shooter? That's nice.
To the left wing. All with it. Now guarded by Towns. And here's Leonard from 3. Out to Morris. Back to Wall. Here's Leonard. Nice D from Russell. Timberwolves trail by 4. Doris, it's been great to see the Clippers rise to prominence over the last 10 years, hasn't it?
Yeah, I mean, listen, this was an organization that spent years in futility, but you have to admire the transformation that has led to consistent success. They used to be a franchise that made the playoffs maybe once in a decade. Now you expect them to contend in the West. In traffic, around bodies, doesn't matter. John Wall, once he's inside, he's thinking score it.
Russell kicks to Gobert. George against Edwards. Out to the right wing. Here's McDaniels. Oh, the lob to Gobert. Stolen by Zubac. Back to George. Nice move. Takes it inside. Here's Leonard. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. When you think of half-court offenses in general, Greg, how critical is ball and player movement to a team's success?
Kevin, unless you have incredible isolation scorers, it's essential. Even then, keeping the defense rotating and reacting is the best way to create open looks and offensive rebound opportunities.
And he gets it to go. Russell's got 5 points so far.
This guy, an effortless scorer. Outside, inside, in between. Dynamic scorer is D'Angelo Russell.
It's Wall with the drive. Count the bucket. And he's got a free throw coming up as well.
And they got to bring the double team up.
Los Angeles shooting their 3rd free throw attempt of the game.
Yeah, and 79% from the line as a team a season ago. Pretty reliable in that regard.
Now, here is Russell. He has 5. Towns down low, covered by Morris.
And the #1 overall pick in 2015, Karl-Anthony Towns has been the franchise player in Minnesota. But out to prove he can be the cornerstone on a contender.
Both shots good from the stripe. Greg, in order for Towns to get the Wolves to where they want to go, and certainly where he wants to go, how does he take the next step?
For me, last season, an inconsistent playoff performance for Cat. He's got to make an imprint on the game, even when shots aren't falling.
And here is McDaniel, after Paul George getting his 3 to go. Towns down low. Morris is there. Outside, Russell, 5 to shoot. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Zubats has got his 6th rebound on the night. Leonard dishes to Morris.
2 minutes.
Wall against Russell. Wall passes to Zubats. Outside, George. The 19-foot shot. Wall wide open. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot. Timberwolves trail by 5. Stolen by George. Out left to the wing. Here's Zubats. Nice move. And that basket's going to count, folks. Gets the goaltending call right there.
Man, that's a tough call for the refs to make there. I'm not sure it was on the way down, but that's how they saw it.
And so it's Russell with it. He brings it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Kicks to Towns. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
Got to credit the defense. They found a way to stop him, and that's never an easy task.
It's stolen by Edwards. Towns against Zubats. Towns down low. Gets that one to fall after missing his first 2. 1 for 3 from the field.
Well, we're talking 6'11", 240-plus pounds. If Karl Anthony Towns carves out space in the paint, good night.
Wall finds George from past the arc. Wall against Russell. Here's George. And oh, the block shot grabs it out of the air. There's the lob to Towns. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Nobody near Leonard. Los Angeles with another miss.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And this is where you hope that he can find something easy so he can see the ball go through the net.
Back to George. The pass to Leonard. The 11-footer. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Gobert's got rebound number 5 here tonight. And finished off by McDaniel.
What you love about D'Angelo Russell, he can impact winning with both his scoring and his passing.
So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Los Angeles on top. They lead by 3. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks, Kevin. Kawhi, you have grown so much offensively throughout your career. What's the focus of that end of it?
Thank you, David, and we'll be back after. And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. It's been one outstanding game from George.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
I think they've taken their time. They've showed incredible patience. It's a sign of a well-coached ball club.
And on the floor for Chris Finch as we get into the second half. Torian Prince is out there with Kyle Anderson. Then it's Naz Reid. And it's McLaughlin in at the point.
Gentlemen, if we go back to the summer of 2019, that is the summer where the Clippers got both Paul George and Kawhi Leonard. When they made those moves, everyone expected this to be an NBA Finals team.
They did, and thus far for Los Angeles, no finals trips in the last 3 seasons of Leonard and George.
That's exactly right, Kevin. In the bubble playoffs in Orlando, they got close. But then Kawhi got hurt during the 2021 playoffs, and last year, Kawhi out for the entire season. So health has been a critical factor in their failures.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play getting the ball inside and right into the bucket. Fundamentals, guys, using the one-hand slam.
Really makes the basics look pretty exceptional. And if you're just joining us, we played over a minute here in the third. Powell. Pass to Batum. And stolen by Prince. And now Minnesota on the fast break. And he hits it to tie the game up.
And how's that for a one-man show? Put this fella on Broadway.
The most magnificent alley-oop we could have seen. Now, here's Kennard. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring hit from him. Jackson finds Powell. Now, Kennard. Shot clock at 5. And the 3 off target.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Anderson up top, defended by Batum. Here's McLaughlin. For the lead, and the layup is good. McLaughlin's got the lead up to 2 now for Minnesota.
Yeah, the D has not been able to keep the ball out of the paint at that end of the floor.
So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles.
Come on and make some noise.
And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for the Clippers.
Many teams could use a multi-position defender like Taurean Prince.
Well, defensively, you know that Taurean is going to play with great effort night after night. He does an incredible job contesting shots, fighting through screens, and offensively, obviously, his value comes as a spot-up shooter.
Here's Noel. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. Kennard for 3. Good on the three-point shot. Kennard's got himself on the board with 3 there.
This is a great option for Luke Kennard. They're going to run him off the three-point line, so you make a pull-up jump shot. That is nicely done.
Here's McLaughlin. Got a hand on it.
2 minutes.
And now the Clippers on the break. Fires the 3. Doesn't go that time. So Minnesota will take it the other way. Prince outside. Passes it to McLaughlin. Buries the long-range jumper. McLaughlin's got 5 points now in the quarter.
When you watch Taurean Prince play, you know it's about team. This guy finds the open man and loves delivering it.
And there's a foul called on Naz Reid. That is his first foul of the game.
Personal foul. First team foul.
On defense, the Timberwolves. Since halftime, they've only allowed 5 points. And the dunk by Powell.
The leaping ability of Norman Powell. Throw it down, sir.
Here's Anderson. After the Clippers pick up 2. Pass to McLaughlin. Anderson the screen. McLaughlin, the pass to Anderson. And it's blocked. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Batum. And the Clippers going with a whole new group out there. Edwards with it. He's picked up by Wall. 4 on the clock. Here's Russell. George with the defensive effort.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Leonard kicks to Zubas. Morris passes to George. Leonard on the wing. McDaniels defending. George from deep three-point land. And it's Russell with the rebound. The Timberwolves have gone 4 of 7 to get things started here in the second half. Here's Edwards. Morris with the rebound. LA's gone into a slump here from three-point range, shooting just 1 of 5 here in the third. And that one's good. George.
I always feel like when Paul George rises and fires from 3, he believes it's going down. Great confidence behind that three-point shot.
Double clutches. And it's Russell missing.
Good idea trying to draw the foul. Very creative, to say the least.
The pass to Wall. Now Zubac, defended by Gobert. The kick out to Wall. Plays it up and banks it in. And it's a 5-point Clipper lead.
Well, they're trying to establish their attack down in the paint. And make no mistake, these help their overall confidence.
And that's going to do it for the third quarter. Clippers lead by 5. And when we return, we'll get the fourth. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game. And it's presented as always by State Farm.
Dan, he's always been the favorite to bag this honor. These kind of feeds are his bread and butter.
Well, this is why great point guard play is so critical in today's NBA, and you see it right there on display.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
I was able to listen in on what Chris Finch told the team. He's pleased that they're getting consistent points in the paint. He said, in this league, it's not easy to do what you guys are doing. Let's just keep doing it until they stop us. Kevin?
Thank you, David. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubac. And it's Wall in at the 1. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. Morris with the bucket.
Well, you can tell that Mr. Morris doesn't lack for confidence. This guy is ready to shoot as soon as it touches his hands.
Here's Russell. That one goes in.
Man, that's about the worst defense I can imagine a team playing coming down the stretch.
You know, we talk about execution offensively coming down the stretch. To me, it's as important defensively, and they didn't have it.
And the dunk by Zubac.
The defense has zero clue on how to guard Paul George. A screen and roll genius. Fantastic at knowing when to pass.
Russell dishes to Towns. And it's Paul George with the foul. And that'll be his third foul so far.
I mean, I like the call. I thought the defense was just there a little late.
And the replay demonstrating once again how aggressive that defense was.
And boy, did he get up quick to reject that shot. That's as fundamental as defense gets.
Russell passes to Edwards. And the layup's good off the glass.
Boy, that defense must be better. Anthony Edwards getting it done on the interior.
Outside Leonard. 2 free throws coming up. Folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted to be
The previous play is under
an angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for
The ruling on the floor stands.
Sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands. It was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Well, Kawhi Leonard has turned himself into an offensive force. He's a 3-level scorer, but I think you have to admire the fact that this guy is as versatile as it gets on the defensive end. He could guard 1 through 5 if necessary.
Russell dishes to Towns. Good, and the assist goes to Russell.
Well, just tremendous persistence from Karl Anthony Towns. Even under duress, the ability to stay focused.
Wall passes to George. Out to Morris. Launches a 3. Carries it from 3-point range. Morris has got the lead up to 7 now for Los Angeles.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
Towns with it. He's picked up by Wall. Always going up for the alley-oop here. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Yeah, way to play and attack low and get to the line.
And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for Los Angeles.
I mean, they've been stepping it up in terms of their shooting from distance. And the confidence has been there all game long, leaving the defense to scramble.
Also, I just love how hard they've taken the ball to the rack. They've made a point of attacking, and it's led to them getting buckets.
And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. And Edwards with a clear path to the basket. And finished off by Edwards.
Oh, the young gun, Anthony Edwards with the big-time delivery.
All taking his time here on the wing, George.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
And it's George finishing it off.
How about that? Flying high to send that one down. And you know what? When you've got the athleticism and explosion of a player like that, bigger guys are still at your mercy.
Timberwolves trail by 6. Right side, Russell. Outside, Edwards. 1:46 left in the fourth quarter of this one. What a terrific move that was.
Well, you can see Anthony Edwards trying to probe and create an opportunity to get off the dribble drive, sees that window, and exploits it.
George with the bucket.
I mean, he makes plays like that in his sleep. The game is just far too easy.
Russell kicks to Towns. Minnesota calls timeout. They're trailing by 6. We've got 1:28 left in the fourth quarter. We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. Out to Edwards. Shot clock at 6. The Timberwolves need to get a shot off here. Gobert, no good.
Well, he's got to be embarrassed for attempting that one. You got to think twice about that next time.
That's his third personal foul. Third team foul.
Clippers leading by 6. Down low, George. And it's George finishing it off.
Well, Paul George, simply stated, is playing at a high level, getting to his spots and riding this wave of scoring.
Here's Russell. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. 58 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Leonard attacking, and Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
Guys, I think this is a game they have to feel good about as we wind through the final moments here in what looks to be a solid win for the Clippers.
Look at the number of assists.
You know, they didn't get stuck in those one-on-one situations, and they got the ball to the guys with the best matchups. Easy drives, open jumpers, and great ball movement.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for George.
It was the kind of game for him that all scorers dream of, where the basket seemed as wide as a barrel.
36 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. For the 3, it's hauled in by Edwards. And the Timberwolves with possession here, trailing by 10. Outside, Russell. Now, McDaniels. You guessed that we're going to have a technical foul here. They tried to call a timeout, but already had used all of them. I think just lost track of the situation.
And guys, you know that during the last timeout, the guys are all reminded and reminding each other, hey, we don't have any left. What a huge error.
Certainly, Greg, not one we see very often, but it does happen. His mind was diverted on other things, I guess, not the timeout situation. David, thank you as always. And that'll wrap it up, folks.
And Grant, we've got two teams here that don't need to rely solely on their starters. They've got a lot of firepower coming off the bench.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of talent on display for both sides. And that depth makes each team more unpredictable on offense. Both sides have a number of guys who can step up on any given night.
Now the opening lineup for the Los Angeles Clippers. The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Morris and Zubats play together in the front court. And it's Wall in at the one. Now here's Morant. Pass to Brooks. Morant against Leonard. Now here's Morant. Defense is right there. 5 to shoot. And the basket by Bane.
Don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Here's Wall. Ja Morant grabs the miss.
And you got to give credit to the D for never giving up on the play and doing just enough to bother him at the rim.
In 2013, Steven Adams was selected 12th overall by OKC, the first rounder born in New Zealand.
Yeah, B.A. Well, I mean, Adams is blazing a new trail. An example for kids in his home island of New Zealand. You, too, can become an NBA player.
First personal foul. First team.
He's off on the first.
Shooting for LA. Kawhi Leonard. 2 shots.
He hits the second from the line. Now Morant. First quarter and about a minute and a half in.
Morant with the slam! And man, does Morant put on a show. He's got such insane athleticism.
George outside. Out to Leonard. Lets it go from deep. Here's Zubats. Ooh, good work defensively by Adams. For Memphis, they've gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Brooks, the pass to Morant. And around 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. Got a hand on it. Out of bounds as Memphis keeps possession. Clock at 6. Bane, the pass to Morant. And Wall pulls it down. The Clippers have gone 0 for 3 from the floor to begin this one. Pass to Zubats. Morris outside. Leonard outside. Back to Morris. George outside. Three-pointer. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
A fantastic three-point shooter. All George needs is a little airspace, and he's golden.
Here's Morant. And then Morant with the jam.
He's a living highlight reel.
Seriously, that could end up being one of the best dunks of the year. Puts the move on. And the big finish by Wall.
Are you serious? John Wall with the statement. Oh, that's pretty.
And so they foul intentionally.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
First team.
Jackson with it. And it's Leonard picking him up. Brooks, the pass to Bane. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. To the paint. Oh, and a nice defensive play to disrupt the lob. Kicks it out to Jackson. There's a minute 26 left in the first. Adams. The shot, no good. And Los Angeles the other way now. Morris outside. And he's going for the oop here. Here we go, one-on-one. Jackson down low. George defending. Outside Bane. Outside for Morant. Shot clock at 5. It's rebounded by Morris. The Clippers trail. Wall with it, guarded by Morant. Pass to Leonard. Back to George. He's in his comfort zone. 2 for 2 to start this one.
He can do damage from just about anywhere on the floor. When you let George get position inside like that, he's guaranteed to finish.
Now here's Moran. Beyond the arc. Sinks the tray. Moran's got 7.
That is just ridiculous. He is just an absolute surgeon when he has the ball. This man is surgical. There is no way to slow him down when he wants to score.
Payne against George. And there's the lob. Oh, the swat by Adams.
Oh, a fantastic defender. Adams embraces his role on this team as their defensive anchor.
George outside. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Grizzlies.
Please give a big round of applause for your Grizzlies youth dance team.
And some good action in the books as we get back to a game that's been pretty close so far here. What stands out to you from the Grizzlies in this one?
Well, it seems like they went in looking to do damage from long range, and they faced little resistance.
Their points came almost exclusively from beyond the arc, and as this game continues, that should open up the floor for the rest of their offense.
And so in the game for the Clippers, the two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Morris and Zubats play together in the front court, and it's Wall in at the point.
I don't know, but it seems like Morant's got springs or something in the shoes.
Right side Wall. The kick out to Morris. For 3, George. They get the rebound. That shot missing. Memphis leading. Payne with it, and it's Leonard picking him up. Outside Payne. Brooks outside. Back to Payne. Now here's Moran. He's got 9. Clock at 4. And then Morant with the dunk.
Showing off that verb. Morant attacks the basket with just such intensity. There's not much any defense can do with it.
And about Brooks, becoming a staple in the middle of this lineup, Richard.
Plays the 2 and 3 positions on the floor and scores it really well. But most importantly, he's out there for his defensive effort and intensity. He is a versatile player that any team would love to have.
And the dunk by Jackson.
You can really feel the momentum swinging in their direction.
Yeah, but they can't relax. They've got to keep building on this lead because it is not safe.
Now here's George. He's got 5. And the foul called on Paul George. That's his first foul.
I love great defense. Just quick to establish his feet, and he takes the hit.
Second quarter basketball. Just over a minute and a half played so far. Moran against Leonard. And then Moran with the dunk.
It's been all about Ja tonight. Can score in so many different ways.
Leonard's way outside. Ooh, he can't stop the run as that misses. For Memphis, they've gotten off to a perfect 4 for 4 start of the second. Knocked away. Outside for Brooks. Outside Payne. Back to Brooks. Pass to Payne. 3 on the clock. Can't hit that one. And Los Angeles the other way now. Now here's Leonard. George outside. And here's Wall. And the Clippers miss again. And the Grizzlies pushing it up now. Here's Moran. And the layup is good off the glass. And now a 12-point Memphis lead.
So flashy with the rock. Morant takes pleasure in slicing and dicing the D to pieces.
Maybe he thinks he has that type of range. I don't think his coaches will agree.
Yeah, and you're not going to just have the green light for long if you're chucking up bombs like that.
And just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
George passes to Wall. Here's Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson.
Nice job completing the break. Triple J gets the points.
George, a deep 3. The Grizzlies pull it in. Adams has got 4 rebounds now from deep. Payne. It's rebounded by Zubats. Zubac has got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's George. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
And just one of the most complete players in the game today. George's two-way game and strong leadership traits are reasons why he's a star.
Now he's perfectly comfortable doing work at the line.
Leonard against Moran. Pass to Bain. Now Jackson. 6 to shoot. The 3. Rebound by the Clippers. Zubac has got 5 rebounds in the game.
And what an aggressive move to the rim. He's really trying to fire up his teammates right now.
Boy, it's not hard to feel inspired after a teammate makes that kind of finish.
And that could be the spark they needed to make a little run as they try to even this thing up.
Jackson, the pass to Moran. Kicks it out to Jackson. With the drive, and the dunk by Jackson.
Such a forceful drive by Jackson Jr. Defense doesn't want to get in his way.
Pass to Zubac. Now George, guarded by Bain, unloads from 13, and George gets it to go on the assist by Zubac.
When guys are moving the ball, sharing it, it makes the game so much more fun, both as a player and as a fan.
Outside Bain, we've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Let's go with a 3. On target from range. Bain's got 6 points.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
This is when good players really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's going to put his foot on the pedal.
And here's Moran outside.
It's never easy from that distance, but we see him drill those and shoot around all the time.
Even though he is capable.
And so it's the Memphis Grizzlies in command with a 13-point lead at the end of the quarter. And they've effectively guarded Kawhi Leonard all night. Not an easy task by... As we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it's been a runaway. Oh, a fantastic game from Ja Morant in this one.
Slicing up the defense, living in the lane. Terrific first half for him.
And when you rip through the D like he did in that first half, you gotta stay aggressive. Keep getting to the rim.
They've got Danny Green. Tyus Jones is out there with John Conchar. Then it's Brandon Clark. And it's Williams in at the 4-man spot. That's the lineup out there for the Grizzlies. Here's Jones. Williams finds Jones. Here's Conchar. Shot clock at 6. Fires from deep. And when you're trying to slow down a top scorer, often the game plan is to get physical. Grant, you would know better than anybody. What's it like in the trenches here?
Well, B.A., it's interesting. I mean, it can wear on you. It's a mental challenge. When you're in the trenches trying to slow down a great offensive player, it really becomes a battle of wills. You have to stay focused. You have to be disciplined. And most importantly, you just cannot take a play off and allow a great player to get going.
Green for 3. Fires in the triple. And the Grizzlies lead by 14.
When he gets a quality look like this at the perimeter, he can almost be automatic.
Nice shot by Kennard. And with a little over a minute gone by, the second half is underway. Outside Jones. It's blocked. And that'll be Memphis's ball as it goes out of bounds. Grizzlies able to keep possession here. Here's Conchar. Well, he hasn't scored yet, but I'm sure that'll change. Down to 5 on the shot clock. No one covering.
A quality pass, setting up a quality shot. It's just textbook basketball.
Here's Kennard. And the Clippers hit again from deep. The Grizzlies have gotten 2 of 4 shots to go since the break. Jones against Jackson. Outside for Green. Back to Conchar. Here's Clark. Another shot. The shot misses. Batum with the defensive effort. Second half of play here with just under 2.5 minutes passed. Powell passes to Kennard. The 3-ball. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. They've led by as many as 14. Clark outside. Back to Jones. From deep three-point range. Outside for Green. Shoots over Powell. That one off the back iron and out.
Not that time, but that's a shot that he's going to make more oftentimes than not.
And here's Kennard. He's got 6. Stolen by Jones. Williams with it. Jackson in his pocket. And he's going for the lob. And the lob disrupted. Not to be. Here's Kennard. It's tipped. To the middle. Here's Williams. And Williams punches it home.
Adding insult to injury with the dunk off the steal.
Nice to see a good play on D. That led to some fireworks.
Once he poked it away, you knew what was on his mind.
Here's Kennard. Here's Batum. Out to Powell. Kennard outside. Just 5 to shoot. Off the mark. Had a chance there to trim it to single digits. To the inside. And Williams punches it home.
And the lead increases on a crazy offensive sequence.
Man, the dunk alone would have been incredible, let alone the fact that it came off a 10-point pass. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Kennard. Memphis has gone 4 of 9 so far from the perimeter. Pass to Conchar. From behind the arc. Knocks down the triple. Conchar's got himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
Kennard outside. Oh, no good. The dry spell continues. Memphis has gone 5 of 10 from beyond the three-point line in this game. Jones with the ball. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game from him. 5 on the clock. Can't drop the tough three-pointer. There's Jackson with the 3. And so it's Memphis looking in total control with this 17-point advantage as the buzzer sounds. They've done. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist to the game.
And from the 2-guard spot, an unselfish play like this sets a fantastic tone.
And from a team perspective, having your off-guard rip-off passes like that, it's awesome. It shows you have guys willing to give up the rock.
Well, there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. So, on the floor for the Clippers, the two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Morris and Zubats play together in the front court, and it's Wall in at the point guard position. And it's out of bounds. The Grizzlies able to retain possession here. Outside Morant, just 5 on the clock. Memphis needs to get off a shot. Here's Brooks. Offensive rebound, and it's slammed in by Adams.
And on the offensive end, this is how Adams hurts you. You have to be aware of where he is at all times.
Pass to Zubats. Here's Leonard. That one goes in.
Nice ball movement there. Delivered the pass right on time.
The Grizzlies have gotten just 1 shot to fall out of 3 attempts in the fourth. Just over a minute played here in the fourth. Adams with a screen on Leonard. From deep, Morant. Here's Adams. And that one's good with extra effort on the glass. Adams has got 4 points now in the quarter.
Yeah, this is where Adams looks to score, especially when he has a matchup he likes.
Memphis has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the fourth quarter. Jackson outside. From deep. And they'll get another chance. From deep, Morant. Outside Bain, pass to Morant. From deep. It's rebounded by Morris. The Clippers really having a tough go here. The three is up. And it's Leonard. That time on the assist by George.
George can make the tough passes. He can also make the easy ones, too. No way he was going to miss the wide-open man on that one.
Morant, the pass to Jackson. The three from Bain. Rebounded by Kawhi Leonard.
Impressive closeout on a skilled shooter. That is how you defend shots from downtown.
Memphis shooting an average of 43% from the floor. Outside Bain. The three is up. That shot, no good. And Los Angeles the other way now. Pass to George. Tipped. Stolen by Jackson. Morant against Zubats. Morant, the pass to Jackson. Now Morant. 5 on the clock. Jackson with a screen on Wall. And again, Memphis no good.
Oh, man, for whatever reason, he can't get it going for three, and he's pretty good from there.
Oh, it's stolen by Adams. Morant against George. Morant, the pass to Bain. Outside for Morant. Connects from downtown. And the Grizzlies lead by 19. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats for the Grizzlies? A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. George finds Leonard. Now here's George. Leonard outside. Jacks up a three. Nails it from beyond the arc. Leonard's got 8 here in this quarter.
And they were really able to find the mismatches they wanted and exploit those all night. Great execution from the players and coaching staff for the Grizzlies.
You can score without sharing the ball, but it can be a whole lot easier when guys are assisting one another.
Yeah, they were very patient. They were also unselfish, and ultimately, that's why they were so efficient.
And even the opposing fans can't deny this was a sensational game for Steven Adams.
And I loved his tenacity at the defensive end on the floor. Very disruptive all game long.
A remarkable defensive play. The replay showing once again the tenacity on that end.
Oh my, and that was textbook defense. Positioning himself well to send it back.
And here's Memphis now. They've given up just 8 points in the fourth. 30 seconds left in the fourth. From deep three-point range. And it's Morant missing. And a big issue for them, turnovers.
Yeah, you just can't give away possessions in this league.
Leonard, that one's good.
Over the years, we've seen Leonard add different things to his game. Now, an offensive machine.
Now here's Morant. And so Memphis takes this one by a big margin. A competitive game, you have to feel like
Starting at power forward.
And looking at the explosiveness on the floor tonight, Steve, this game should be filled with highlight reel play.
I love it, Kevin. Fans love watching these matchups, and we do too.
And the starting group for the Grizzlies. In at the guard spots, Morant and Bain. At the forward spots, it's Brooks and Jackson Jr. And it's Adams in at the 5. Here's Morant. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
Stronger than his frame might suggest. That's a big-time and one by Ja.
The Grizzlies shooting their first free throw of the contest. Smitty with Memphis. What do they need right now to make a championship run this season?
Kevin, I think the pieces are all in place. It's a matter of luck on the injury front and staying focused when the pressure's on in the biggest postseason games.
Now here's Jackson. Anthony Edwards unable to get his last shot to go in. Bain finds Brooks. Now here's Jackson. To the wing right side. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Morant. Driving the lane. And then Morant slams it in.
As creative as they come, Ja Morant has a style that's specifically his.
Russell against Morant. Edwards looking it over. He trains it as the shot clock ticks down.
And don't let Edwards' position fool you. Anthony is built like a linebacker. That upper body strength helps him down low.
Now here's Morant. He has 5. Gobert with the block.
A sensational defender. You have to know when Gobert is in the area.
And that's a terrific sequence at both ends there. There was the block shot, then the run out, and nice finish on the break.
And it's the Grizzlies with the ball, following the bucket by the Timberwolves. Bain passes to Morant. And finished off by Morant.
This guy is exciting to watch. Morant gets up and dunks it.
Outside, Russell. Pass to Edwards. He dishes it to McDaniels. Edwards inside. Guarded by Bain. And the Grizzlies leading by 3. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. And then Morant slams it in.
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Ouch, Greg, that is definitely an emphasis jam. A big apostrophe or exclamation point, maybe even a question mark. Here's Edwards. Count it, his second make in 4 attempts.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
And we know once he gets in the rhythm, he's a really tough guy to stop.
Now here's Morant. 9 points in the game so far.
I like when Ja forces the issue, especially in close where he's fearless.
He's gone 1 of 1 in the game so far from the line. That's good from Morant.
Taking 2 shots.
Both free throws good from Morant.
Money from the stripe. He does a great job night in and night out.
Here's Russell. And Adams sends it back.
Look at Adams using all of his impressive reach, firmly swatting that shot away.
Russell kicks to Gobert. They get it again. They shoot again. And it's Russell missing. And here's Brooks. He'll bring it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. On the wing, Jackson. We've got 1:08 left to play in the first quarter. Here's the pass to Morant. Gobert with the block. Bain against Edwards. Feeds to Gobert. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
A much more physical player now than when he first entered the league. Gobert powering it home.
Morant against Russell. Morant passes to Bain. It's Brooks on the wing. Kicks it to Morant. Gobert pulls it in.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
And finished off by McDaniel.
Love the decision by Gobert, finding the open teammate, playing smart basketball.
Morant against Russell. Morant drives in. Gobert with the block, and he recovers it. They get it back.
Big man plays by Steven Adams, using all of his height to dominate the offensive glass and end the play.
John Morant has been.
Please give a big round of applause for the Bucks.
And this has been a fairly close game for the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And for Memphis, guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Well, one way to generate more offense, pound the offensive glass. That was the difference in the first.
And you know this, most of the time, offensive rebounds generate high percentage looks.
Backcourt guards are Russell and Edwards. Two big men inside, Towns and Gobert. And it's McDaniels in at the 3, the small forward. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. Now here's Morant. And finished off by Morant.
The awareness Morant has. Even in tough situations, he finds a way to score.
Edwards kicks to Towns. Stolen by Jackson. Here's Morant. And he goes right over to Angelo Russell and slams it down.
He's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Insane dunk.
And now they're starting to rub it in. Build up a lead, and here we go. Maybe it is showtime. Now, here is Russell. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Nice shot by Gobert.
Early in his career, Gobert wasn't all that physical. But on that play, he showed the physicality.
Here's Morant. He's got 15. The shot, no good. Gobert with the defensive effort. Russell feeling it out a bit. The putback. It's good on the putback.
You see how seriously Gobert takes rebounding, just getting after it. Great activity.
Morant with it. And Morant throws it down.
A little artistry in the painted area, converting against the size.
Proving once again that when you attack with confidence, good things tend to happen.
Russell finds Towns. Back to Russell. Stolen by Jackson. Edwards against Morant. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. You know, Greg, we know to win at the highest level, you need your star players to show up in the big game. With that in mind, what's the key?
You know, it's their will and their ability to fight. If you look at the great ones, even when things haven't gone their way, they continue to scratch and claw and do everything in their power to try and get the W.
Oh, here's Edwards, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. Steven Adams picks one up.
And talented in so many ways. Edwards is focusing on 2 things: the refining of his shot mechanics and the sustained level of engagement.
Morant against Russell. Morant outside. To the paint. Here's Adams. Outside for Jackson. Morant outside. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Timberwolves trail by 5. Outside, Russell. Morant with the steal. And now the Grizzlies, fast break.
2 minutes.
Bane kicks to Jackson. Morant outside. Jackson a screen on Russell. Morant's with the bucket. Morant's got the lead up to 7 now for the Grizzlies.
With the ability to beat his defender in a number of ways, Morant is truly a dynamic scorer.
Pass to Towns. Shoots the 3. Edwards against Bane. Edwards passes to Gobert. And finished off by Gobert.
It doesn't get any easier than that for Rudy Gobert. His size is sometimes overpowering.
Now here's Morant. He's got 21. And finished off by Morant.
And textbook. I mean, that move to the lane, you got to tip your hat on that.
Well said, Greg. And Clark with some major elevation on the slam. There's the feed to Edwards. Fires from deep. No good that time. Memphis leading by 7. Here's Morant. And Morant throws it down.
With the ball on the string, John Morant is toying with the defense. Beautiful.
Russell kicks to Edwards. Gobert with a screen for Edwards. Dishes it to Gobert. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. To the middle. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Here's Edwards. Second chance shot. And the shot goes in from Rudy Gobert.
And for a man his size, it's amazing how Gobert gets up and down the court.
Morant surveying the D. Jackson has the open look. Good, and a nice assist from Morant. Jackson's got his first 3 points of the game.
I love that they're continuing to attack despite being up big.
I'm impressed with their intensity tonight. They came in focused and they executed.
And the first half. Happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. Guys, Ja Morant has been sensational.
Well, he left his mark on that first half with his quick hands. Great sense of timing to pile up the steals.
Well, if you want to get into your offense quickly before the defense can set up, creating turnovers is a great way to do it.
Kicking off the second half, here's Taylor Jenkins' 5. Williams is out there with Brandon Clark. Then it's Green. Then it's Jones. And it's Conchar in at the shooting guard. Now, here's Clark. Defense is right there. Shot clock at 6. Drives to the hoop. Rob. Here's Noel. Pass to Reed, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Grizzlies will take it. And so it's Jones. He'll bring it up for Memphis. 10-point lead. This is their biggest. Over in the corner, Green. Here's Conchar. Just 5 on the clock. And Jones has it in the corner. And there's Green on the assist from Jones.
A tremendous floor spacer. Danny Green has that sniper's mentality.
Here's McLaughlin, defended by Jones. McLaughlin, the pass to Reed. Third quarter of basketball, about a minute and a half in. Misses the layup.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
Jones kicks to Green. Pass to Concho. It's the rebound. Clark. Green with the ball. Guarded now by Prince. They kick it out to Green. And the pass to Concho. Second shot opportunity. And he lays it up and in. Conchar's got his first basket.
I mean, that's a good job working the ball inside and getting a quality shot.
Here's Noel. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. McLaughlin, the pass to Reed. Here's McLaughlin, defended by Jones. Back to Reed. And he converts the layup.
And no matter what they've tried, the team just has not been able to deny them the ball inside.
A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Back to Jones. Pass to Conchar. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Conchar's got 5 points in the quarter.
Yeah, clearly a defensive lapse there. He is automatic from deep if you're going to leave him that wide open. Big time mistake.
Here's McLaughlin. And there it is for him.
Beautiful call that time up the floor. The hard screen brings him up for the bunny.
Jones looking for an opening. 1:36 left to play in the third. Green kicks to Jones. Lets it go with a three. A rebound by the Timberwolves. Noel passes to Prince. Outside Williams. Outside Green. Some nice passing there by Memphis. The three. The rebound by Anderson. Timberwolves trail by 14. Prince kicks to Reed. Anderson outside. There's 49 seconds left here in the third quarter.
Not explosive at all. Kyle Anderson is crafty. Nice play to draw the foul.
The Timberwolves shooting their third and fourth free throw shots of the night.
And just to mention, a season ago, they were very comfortable at the line, hitting about 78% of their free throws.
Now here's Jones. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Passes it to Concho. He takes it in. Clark outside. It's the rebound. Green, the pass to Williams. And Jones has it in the corner. Launches a three. The rebound by Prince. Here's Noel. Out to the wing. It could go. And no good on the last second attempt this time. And so it's the Memphis Grizzlies. 13 points. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them. And what a beautiful feed.
Fundamental basketball. Keep your eyes up. Keep the ball moving. We're going to keep the defense on its heels.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. We've got Prince. Anderson is out there with Reed. And it's McLaughlin in at the point. So that's the Timberwolves 5. Now here's Jackson. Another shot. He kicks it to Adams. Here's Brooks. Kept alive. Adams, the pass to Morant. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Morant's got 28.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
This was obviously a focal point coming out of the break. Look smart when the shots are going down.
Now, here's Bain. Adams outside. Brooks from outside. The rebound by Anderson. Timberwolves trail by 16. Pass to Noel. Beyond the arc. Nailed from three-point land. Noel's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Now Morant. Three-pointer. Hands it from downtown. Morant's got 6 here in this quarter.
I love the competitive fire Ja Morant plays with. Coming right back with his own 3.
An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg? I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
A new lineup here for the Timberwolves. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Steven Adams picks one up.
You see what that little pump fake does? It gives the defender something to think about the next time he goes to challenge Gobert's shot.
And the Grizzlies leading by 14. Now here's Morant. From deep three-point range. And it's McDaniels with the rebound.
And he's a good shooter from outside, but not sure from that deep.
You know, we're seeing players move further and further back to create space, but that does make it a tougher shot.
Using outstanding floor awareness there. Russell's ability to pick apart the defense and find the open man.
Here's Bain after the basket by Minnesota.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
There's the lob to Towns. Up high to stuff the alley.
And how about the athleticism from Towns there? Skying up with ease to power through on that alley-oop.
And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. To the inside. And Jackson throws it down.
The young fella usually goes about his business, but on that play, it was a highlight reel from Jaren Jackson.
Now, here is Russell. Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
1:57 left in the fourth quarter. Morant kicks to Bain. Takes a 3. Good, and the nice assist from Morant.
3 points.
Morant's got 3 assists now in this one.
With the ball in his hands, Ja draws so much defensive attention. Got his teammate a clean look.
Here's Russell. Morant with the steal. There's the lob to Jackson. Adams finds Bain from deep. Rebound, Minnesota. Gobert's got rebound number 7 for him tonight.
And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for the Grizzlies.
Tonight, they seem committed to the three-point shot.
That was the bread and butter. Fortunately, they made enough of those, but sometimes it was quantity over quality.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Ja Morant.
Active hands tonight. He may have gambled a bit, but sometimes you have to take chances to make plays, and he did that tonight.
From deep three-point range, and it's Morant missing. So it's the Timberwolves now. It's a 13-point game. And finished off by Edwards.
On the heels of this run, you wonder where was this effort earlier on?
Well, the question becomes, are they playing that much better now, or has their opponent taken the rest of the night off?
Now here's Brooks. Out to Morant. 6 to shoot. Launches it. The shot will not fall. And so it's Towns with it. He brings it up for the Timberwolves. Inside. Good, and it's Russell picking up the assist.
And proving to be a prolific scorer from anywhere on the floor. That's a gimme for Towns.
The 3 from Morant. So it's Memphis picking up the win. This was a very strong showing for him.